Hi everybody, welcome to our channel, Crocker's Simply Southern. Today I wanted to talk to you about empty nest syndrome. When I was 19, I got married and moved to South Texas. I left my mom in Alabama. I was an only child, so it was very difficult for her. And for 20 years, my mom and I wrote letters once a week to each other. When I moved over here, my dad told me, if you're going to up and leave your mom and move 800 miles away, the least you can do is write her a letter once a week. And so for 20 years, every Sunday, I would sit down and write my mom a letter, but she would do the same. Every Sunday, she would write me a letter. And on Wednesday or Thursday of every week, we'd both get each other's letters telling what had happened during the week and such. And Mama would always mail me articles out of the paper. Dear Abby, Irma Bombeck, anything that had to do with raising kids or stuff like that. And so what I'm telling you today is an article my mom sent me by Irma Bombeck. It's the original article she sent me. I don't know at what point she sent it to me, but I wanted to share this with you. It's by Irma Bombeck, and it's entitled No More Oatmeal Kisses. And on this article it says, a reminder to cherish the day. Well, I can't read this because I can't see. So I put it on my computer, I looked it up on Google and found the original article. And I'm going to share this with you, but I'm going to be reading from my computer because I can't see it any other way. So, no more oatmeal kisses, and it says the following was written by the late Irma Bombeck. It is one of her newspaper columns on January 29th, 1969. It's a great reminder to mothers and fathers of just how quickly your children will grow up and leave the home. You don't have much time with them. Make the most of it. So I'm going to say this is for moms that your kids are little and you might get frustrated from time to time, but remember, cherish the day. So here we go, Irma Bombeck. A young mother writes, I know you've written before about the empty nest syndrome, that lonely period after the children are grown and gone. Right now, I'm up to my eyeballs in laundry and muddy boots. I remember that. The baby is teething, the boys are fighting. My husband just called and said to eat without him, and I fell off my diet. Lay it on me again, will you? Okay. One of these days you'll shout, why don't you kids grow up and act your age? I still say that to them. And they will. Or, you guys get outside and find yourself something to do. And don't slam the door. And they won't. I said that a lot. Get outside and find something to do. You'll straighten up the boys' bedroom neat and tidy. Bumper stickers discarded, bedspread tucked and smooth, toys displayed on the shelves, hangers in the closet, animals caged, and you'll say out loud, now I want it to stay that way, and it will. You'll prepare a perfect dinner with a salad that hasn't been picked to death and a cake with no finger traces in the icing, and you'll say, now, there's a meal for company, and you'll eat it alone. You'll say, I want complete privacy on the phone, no dancing around, no demolition crews, silence, do you hear? And you'll have it. No more plastic tablecloths stained with spaghetti. No more bedspreads to protect the sofa from damp bottoms. No more gates to stumble over at the top of the basement steps. No more clothespins under the sofa. No more playpens to arrange a room around. No more anxious nights under a vaporizer tent. No more sand on the sheets or Popeye movies in the bathroom. No more iron-on patches, rubber bands for ponytails, which I didn't have that, tight boots, or wet, knotted shoestrings. A lot of those. Imagine a lipstick with a point on it. No babysitter for New Year's Eve. Washing only once a week. Seeing a steak that isn't ground. Having your teeth cleaned without a baby on your lap. No PTA meetings. No carpools. No blaring radios. No one washing their hair at 11 o'clock at night. I guess that's if you had a girl. Having your own roll of Scotch tape. Think about it. No more Christmas presents out of toothpicks and library paste. No more sloppy oatmeal kisses. No more tooth fairy. No giggles in the dark. No knees to heel. No responsibility. That part about no more Christmas presents out of toothpicks, that's what my mama underlined in the article. And then, only a voice crying, "Why don't you grow up?" And the silence echoing, "I did." If you're a parent, and if Irma's poignant admonition to mothers doesn't cause a tear to come to your eyes, I'd be surprised. I know it hits me right in the gut. Oh, how precious the time is we have with our children. How much of it I've wasted and how much regret I have. This is something I need to take out and read more often and to remind me of how I need to spend the rest of the precious little time I have left with my children before they leave our home and are on their own. Not only do we need to cherish the time we have with our children, but we need to make sure that time is spent filled with the right things. Love, teaching, instruction, and most importantly, instilling in them a knowledge of and faith in God. There are many things that factor into whether or not you're a successful parent. But one thing you can be assured of, if your children learn to love the Lord and follow Him because of your example and your teaching, then you've been a success. Our time with our children is short. Every moment with them should be a lesson in loving and following God. If we don't teach them to love the Lord, the world will teach them not to. And that was the end of Irma Bombeck's article. And I know my mom probably sent that to me because she wished I hadn't grown up so fast and moved away so fast. But I did. And I had my family. And yes, those 3 little boys drove me absolutely insane. But I wouldn't have had it any other way. I chose to stay at home with them until I started working at school with them. We did take our boys to church from the time they were born until the time they moved out of our home. We love God, and I think they love God. And this is just to you moms out there, basically with small children. Cherish the day. Never wish away a day. Don't wait until tomorrow. Say to your children today what you need to say to them. Raise them right and teach them the ways of the Lord, and they will not depart from that. George and I were empty nesters for 10, 13 years. I think 13 years. And now they're coming back. Matt moved back in this area 8 or 9 years ago, and now Jason and Jaylena have just returned to our area and live close by, and we get to see them. Jared is still far away, but thanks to YouTube, we get to see him every day. And family is important, y'all. Family is important. So go out and cherish the day.